Alright, it's a Tuesday. We are hitting the road from Nilai. So I got 3 hours, 13 minutes to get to Kuantan. So basically I'm south of KL, so just south of Cyberjaya, Putrajaya in Nilai. And we're going to head over to Kuantan, which is on the east coast. It's just 3 hours. I thought it was 4, so I'm pleasantly surprised by my Google Maps telling me it's, 3 hours 13. Why are we going to Kuantan? Well, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and the wind is coming. So we're going to try some kite surfing. We're going to try and hit up. There's a Leo's kite surfing beach where we're going to try and have a kite with hopefully some other kiters. And there's also, failing good wind, there are, I think, quad bikes, maybe horses. There's stuff to do in Kuantan for sure, but I'm hoping primarily for a kite surf the next couple of days. I've only got a couple of days because Friday is my daughter's birthday, so I want to be back for that. So I'm just nipping out by myself, no family. I've been waiting for this wind to come through, and finally there's a few days of wind. It does look like it's going to be constantly raining, but I'm hoping that's just the usual forecast and that rain will come through for 20 minutes and then clear. The route we're taking, we head up into KL on the E2 or the AH2, however you look at it, and then you head straight east, almost straight out to Kuantan. There's a few places on the way that I could potentially stop at, just depending on how it goes. We'll stop at some rest stops, give you an idea for what they're like. There's two sort of what I notice. You either get just a fuel station, or you get a proper rest stop that has food and almost picnic areas. So we'll try and hit up one of those and make our way over to Kuantan. I've got my Audible books ready to give myself something to listen to on the way. I've ordered a Subway if I get peckish, and that's about it, I think. Alright, let's get this journey done. So just back the east coast, obviously we've been to Desaru down the south near to Singapore. It's about 40 minutes from Singapore. You just come out of Singapore, take a right by Johor, and you get the Desaru area. Then there's kind of a big break of not that much up until Kuantan. There is a Tioman Island that we really want to get to, and there is also the Perhentian Islands that we want to get to. Super famous, and places we haven't been yet, but that we want to go. I think there's also a Randang Island. Again, another place we need to get to, but it's all on that east coast. And then if you don't know your whereabout, the west coast has Penang, 4 hours north of KL, and then north again of that is Langkawi, right near the Thai border. So those are the main kind of geographic bits I'm aware of. And then inland, obviously, you've got the Cameron Highlands, the Genting Highlands, and Ipoh, if I've pronounced that correctly. Yes, there's lots of places to see and lots of places we haven't yet been. So I'm exploring this kind of on behalf of the family. 3 hours, we could potentially do it at a weekend. So let's see what we get. We're just getting, you go from Nilai, you go up into KL on the AH2 or E2, I still don't know what it's called. And then we're on this really cool road. We call it the Sky Road, I don't know what it is called. And you can just see there's the tall building, here's the Petronas Towers, and then in front of you, all the other KL, this is center KL. So it's a great way to see it up on this Sky Road. Cool idea, huh? And you can just travel through this, no problem. So there we go. Just thought I'd show you that. On the way out of KL, you get on the road to Kuantan. You go through these mountains where you're climbing up, swinging left, swinging right. It's when you know you're kind of leaving town, and it's really quite a cool road. Yeah, because on the other side of this you start the palm fields. So just wanted to show you this mountain pass. One thing, when you hit the roads in Malaysia, do make sure your touch and go is loaded, and I'm talking 100 ringgit or more, so that you don't have to worry when you get to all the tolls, because they do just come thick and fast, and it does really start eating up. So don't jump on the road with 30 ringgit. You need if I see 3 figures, I know I've got enough. So yeah, that's my tip for you. All right, 50 minutes left. We're now in like farmland, and the road is really good, straight-ish, not that much traffic, so you can really just kind of relax and just kind of enjoy it. Great like mountain backdrop. Like the palm always fascinates me, like what's going on, and the bits they're like cutting down and replanting, and yeah, we've seen guys on the side of the road strimming and keeping everything ship-shape. And yeah, it really is just like palm and jungle territory, and we're just blasting through it. So I've done a couple of rest stops. Yeah, it's really just garage stuff. I haven't seen anything worth reporting on. Often at the garage stops you can get local food, so not necessarily inside the like petrol bit, but if you like walk around the back, I saw a stand with like trays of food and the juices. So don't feel like you're only restricted to the like the forecourt food option. There's often someone somewhere selling good local food. All right, I'm going to press on. See you in Kuantan. All right, we've just gone through a big sign saying Kuantan. So we're here. I've got a bit of like, there's an underguard on the car, and it's came off on that highway. Didn't come off, it like flopped down, so I could hear it scraping the road. So I had to stop on the highway and like push it back up and in. I'm gonna have to do something once I get to the hotel or the place I'm staying. Maybe on like the bumps at high speed it catches the wind and flicks down, but I definitely got to do something before I hit the road on my return. Anyway, we're in Kuantan, and yeah, just smaller roads now, so I'm just taking my time. That was classic. Literally just as I was talking, I saw a Mr. DIY, so I just swung it over, parked up, and I've got myself, I think I've got everything. Got like some monkey grips in case there's like some bits to undo, and some clippers in case I can just cut through the like plastic cut sheet, and or a whole bunch of cable ties should there be like a point I can connect to pull it up, because ideally I don't want to cut it off. So I think first option will be to try and cable tie it into place. Second option will be to kind of cut it off. So anyway, just that's what happened just then. All right, let's crack on. All right, I've made it to Timurbay Seafront Residence and Suites. Okay, so what I did, I booked online, and then I just like booked online last night and just left this morning. So they had sent a bunch of messages while I was driving, and one of them is a whole pre-arrival check-in. So I hadn't done that. The dudes wouldn't let me in the gate, and then the reception guy wouldn't let me out the car. So it was quite a surreal experience. So anyway, I had to sit in the car, and because I'm Jimmy Foreigner, it's not that easy to log in to banking and like pay 100 deposit and like register. Anyway, I'd done it, and then I had to follow all these instructions to get the keys from like the locker room, because this isn't a hotel, this is someone's apartment, I guess, that they're renting on their behalf. So there was a whole like follow these instructions to get the room, and then there's no one to tell you where to park. So in the instructions was go to level 2 C16 693. So I managed to just drive around the car park, which is where we are now, and find the parking spot, but it wasn't easy. And I kind of think Timurbay should maybe, for people that haven't pre-booked, kind of help, because I feel kind of like that wasn't a pleasant experience, and had I been here with family it wouldn't have been like the best start. So and they were super unfriendly on the gate, and then the security within. So I'm kind of not giving it 10 out of 10 right now. I know you could say it's completely my fault, fine. But anyway, I've made it, I've parked up, I think I'm in the right spot. They then even tried a really cheeky upsell, which I was like, just out of principle I'm saying no. The car park is very empty, so like I don't know, I know this isn't busy season, but yeah, there is not demand. So anyway, I'm gonna now try and find my room and then have a look around and see if we can't like befriend the people here, because at the moment I'm not feeling the joy. But we made it. Yeah, that was a kerfuffle. Like following tech, I was like, they were like, oh, you need to pre-register. I was like, well, I'm here now. They're like, yeah, you still need to do it. And then it's just not that easy on a phone, you know, to bank details, log into online banking, you know, well, maybe it's just me. But anyway, got it done. So let's find the room. So I'm in Tower B. Also, here's the beach. There's the kite surfing. Don't know if you can see it. So I'm Tower B, level 10, unit 1. Unit 1. TB10-1. Okay, found it. We're in. Alright, what we got? Okay. Oh, I've already done the faux pas of bringing my shoes in. Little bedroom. Little seating area. I'm going to need that desk tonight. A little kitchen. There's the bed. Bathroom. And then that. Okay, I forgive them now. Because that's quite nice, right? We are overlooking what looks to be a pretty nice beach. Door's already open. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so that window lock, that doesn't work. Yeah. But I guess who's breaking in up here? That bed is not long enough, but anyway. Switch up. Switch off when not in use. Okay, that's aircon. All right. There we go. I think I'm gonna just bring up my stuff. So I got it all up here. Kite stuff I'll leave in the car and go and see if my buddy's on the beach. All right. Okay, we are in the room. We're gonna go now check out what's around us. All right, lower floor or just ground floor. We've got swimming pool. Onto the beach, some kids playing, guy with a shop. There's security guys, don't know why. A couple of vending machines if you need pot noodles. It looks like it's pot noodle heaven. So if I get hungry later, that'll be dinner. Alright, let's find the beach. Alright, it's quite good. You can just scan your pass to get out onto the beach. And these are the blocks I'm staying in. So I'm in Tower B, I think is over there. That must be Tower A. And then yeah, I'm level 10 and number 1. Then here we are on the beach. So this is why I've come here to do some kite surfing. Got my stuff. It's not windy enough today. I mean, he's just about going, but you want more wind than this. So tomorrow it's meant to be picking up. So I think I'll just take a walk, see if my buddy Wayne's here, and then go from there. So I've just walked from my tower block, and this is Leo's kite surfing school. That's kind of why I'm staying there, because it's always handy to be near other kite surfers, if there are any. Although I don't mind kite surfing alone, but if there are others. Compared to Cherating and all the other beaches, this is the best beach so far, for sure. It's very wide, it's clean, and so much space. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this. And now that I know how to get into that tower block, look, you got all this beach to walk on. It looks cool. I might try and walk it. It's not really enough wind for me. And tomorrow's meant to be much more, so and it's 6 o'clock now. It'll be dark by 7, so probably not worth me setting up my gear. Cool. I don't know if you can hear this or not because the wind is blowing towards me, but hopefully that's okay. So French guy, he says there's a surf spot in Cherating, and then there's another surf spot half an hour past that if that one's busy, and then if that second one's busy, there's another surf spot an hour past that. So I had no idea there was all these surf spots on this coastline, but there are, so that's cool. I'm not a surfer. I chose kite surfing over surfing, but I always like to watch, and often you can kite surf at surf spots. So anyway, I'm just taking a walk up the beach to stretch the legs out. I never travel well, like 4 hours sat driving. I can then like feel like the water in my feet. So just gonna take a walk up the beach, have a look. Apparently there's an old British pillbox, so that's like, it's like a concrete sea defense. Well, it's like a concrete defense like block. They're scattered all over the English countryside for when they thought Germany was going to invade in like 43 or something. Apparently there's one up here. So just see what there is. There's a great big dust cloud, like up there. I have no idea what's creating that, but it's just this huge dust cloud coming from up on that beach. I can see a few ships out at sea. It always surprises me when you go to a coastline and there's no boats. I always wonder, like, how come there's no boats? Anyway, there is boats here. This is a lovely spacious beach. Like, just the space. Feels good. There's some lady on a quad bike. I think you can rent them. And like, this beach is perfect for that. It looks like there's maybe like some kind of port. It looks like they're shipping container lifters up there. Maybe there's some kind of shipping. The sand is good. There's lots of it's all those little sea crabs, isn't it? The sea's I think it's brown over December, and then as you get, so from I think April onwards, it's meant to be blue. It's kind of blue already. A sea's always more appealing when it's like blue. But yeah, it looks nice. It's the guy on his quad bike. Looks fun. Just now at the next residences. Looks like quite a nice kind of hotel. It's funny, people I think are getting sick of like Airbnbs, apparently, in the West anyway, where there's this whole faff of checking in and cleaning your room and taking your bedding off, and this is what I've heard. I've got no experience of it whatsoever. And just like where I'm staying, I'm so used to, you know, reception, check-in, keys, and having this whole self-service thing. For some reason, at the end of like a long drive or a flight, or you just give me my key. Give me a key and show me where the lift is. But I don't know, maybe I'm getting old. Alright, so it says ATVs 50 ringgit. So for me that's £10. Well, for me it's 50 ringgit for 30 minutes. That's okay, I'd pay that. Yeah, I'd pay that. Sun is setting fast as always. Sea looks great here. I'm just heading up that beach. Just one thing with the sea breeze, the temperature is just perfect. It's just literally perfect. I don't know what it is, but just with that breeze, I feel like if you've ever been to Zimbabwe, in the day it's this kind of temperature, and then at night it just tips to this lovely cool coolness, which is reminding me of that. It's just triggering that in my memory, that perfect temperature. Anyway, we're getting close. There was another kind of house. This is all undeveloped, which is fine. And then we're just getting up. It looks a bit busier up here. Lots of quad bikes up here. And still, there's a crazy sandstorm coming out of that corner. No idea what's creating it, but it hasn't stopped since I got here. It's just been huge dust cloud. Maybe a quarry of some kind, like crushing rock or something. You can almost smell it now in the air. Right, let's see what's happening up here. This is low tide, so all this mudflat will disappear under the sea, and at some point the water will be up to that kind of sand line. Just something to bear in mind. So low tide's pretty cool here, high tide's less cool. Much less wind here. We're now protected by these trees. So as this bay swings around, if you want not so much breeze, here's your spot. And then I've got fishermen coming up, and then some tents and stuff. I'm guessing it might be some kind of, we are in Ramadan, so maybe it'll be a whole eating thing going on. And then on the sort of peninsula, it looks like it's quad bikes and bikes whizzing about. So let's have a look. All right, so far up this beach, there's kind of like, I think it's like fishermen with some boats, some dudes hanging out, just sort of boats and stuff. And then we've got some tents up here, maybe a campsite. Judge for yourself. Looks like a campsite. It's so weird. They just kind of leave jet skis just tipped on a beachside. No one's tried to rescue it. Yeah, this is definitely tents now here. Alright, I think I'm just going to make it up to this corner and then start walking back. It's 6:30, so it'll be dark at 7. So by the time I get back, it'll be getting dark. There's more quad bikes up here. I'm not sure when like summer is. I don't think it's now, you know, like the effective like busy time, because I think we're still in I think we're in like monsoon still. I remember in Desaru South, they said from April onwards. We're not April yet, we're still March. So maybe until that time, it's all a bit something broken up here. Getting to some red roofs. I always judge places by their roofs now because of Google Maps. There's an advertised beach cafe, but I can't see any people. Nemo Beach Cafe. Gives you a better idea of this bay now. Curves round all the way out to that bottom corner. I'm not sure what those guys are doing. Fishing for something. And then yeah, up on this peak we've got this place. All right, we're at the peninsula now. I'm calling it a peninsula. So the rocky outcrop is here. And then here's like the bay. I'm staying in those big blocks all the way down there. There's two other places I'd say that you could stay at. There's not much here. I think you can get food and stuff. And then somewhere there's that huge cloud. And then past here, it just looks more of the same, just more beach. I'll just walk this, whatever these are. And then I think that's it. Any further and I think I'd take the car up. Whatever they're fishing for, they're doing well. He's got a bag full now. It's like they're upsetting the sand and then it's flicking something up and he walks along and picks it up. Got a whole bag full. It's quite cool. Down in front of me is the little crabs that come out of the sand, and it's always that thought that they're really busy in their world. I almost said little world, but then when I think about it, maybe someone's treading over me right now and going, oh, look at that little human busy in his little world. You know, when you start thinking about planets and solar systems and how microscopic we are when you take the universe as a whole, and how an ant or a crab is busy in his world and how we're also busy in our world. Is it a metaphor? I don't know. Anyway, I like seeing the crabs. Just noticed the tennis court, and I can see the gym up on top. And yeah, this must be it's not a hotel, it's like apartments or suites that they manage for the owners. Seems quite popular. Is number 4 unlucky? Because there's 3A, 3 and 3A and 5. So 4 is unlucky, so you can't have a floor with 4. I don't know, tell me. Okay, nipped out to Pak Sur. From here, you take a left down the road, maybe 2-3 miles. Really good roadside restaurant. I had fish with black bean sauce. It was amazing. And then I had their homemade buns as like for dipping. That was really good. 35 ringgit. And now I'm back in the room and I'm just getting my trading set up, ready for the night. It's not great. The table isn't really big enough. So what I've done is got the 2 bedside tables and then a central table. I can't fit the other 2 on here. So a bit of an issue, but this is going to be my first setup. The other one would be to sit here and somehow use those and the table for a setup. But yeah, not ideal. That table's just not quite big enough for 3 laptops. But we'll give it a try. Pak Sur was really good. I'm fed and ready to go. Here we go. It's 19 minutes past 9. So I've got 11 minutes to get my screens up and off we go. Been a good day. Traveled here, managed to get in. I've forgiven them for not the debacle, but my own debacle of getting in. Had a nice walk on the beach, met the kite surfing guys. Ready for tomorrow. Hopefully we can have a good trading session tonight. All right, catch you in a bit. All right, just want to wrap up. End of day 1 in Kuantan. Drove out here from Nilai. The setup is working. Got my 3 laptops going. And yeah, it's not the most comfortable. It's not my office, but it'll do. I think we're now... yeah, it's just past midnight, so I've got another 4 hours to go. I managed to get my kiteboard set up just when things are quiet, put the fins on, put the foot straps on. So that's all that's all good to go, ready for tomorrow. That's it.